Oh, hello.
Hello, Connecticut, and welcome to a very special 4th of July. Hello, Connecticut on Channel 3 and The Wax. As photojournalist Mike Kopelman and I take you on our honor flight journey. Thank you for being here today.
Oh, thank you for having me. This is special.
You took time out of your day to join me on May 3rd to film veterans. What was that like for y'all?
We had a little adventure, didn't we?
We did.
I didn't know what to expect. I've been to most of the monuments before, but this was different. This was going with 65 veterans and getting to see it from their perspective to relive their memories. It was exciting.
Honor Flight Connecticut goes twice a year and takes our veterans from World War II, Vietnam, the Korean conflict, and they treat them to a day of honor, service, and respect. And here is a look at our very first segment. On Saturday, May 3rd, hundreds of people gathered at Bradley International Airport to honor veterans from World War II, the Korean conflict, and Vietnam, as they were given a special ceremony to send them off on Honor Flight Connecticut's spring trip to our national memorials. The emotion and respect for those who served and didn't receive this when they came home from their conflict, especially Vietnam, was palpable. Connecticut's highest-ranking military officer in the armed forces, Major General Francis Yvonne Jr., addressed the veterans before takeoff.
This has become a tradition every year, at least twice a year. This is the most emotional and significant event that I attend all year. It's just a true honor to be able to give these service members, regardless of when they served, the respect that they deserve.
I was a sergeant in the United States Air Force.
Veteran Phil Pacina is on the waiting list for the next flight, but came to show his support with his friends and why this is so important.
When I came home in 1969, my sergeant told me that don't wear a uniform because we were respected. Today we're respected as veterans as we should have been. Veterans and lifelong friends who all served during the Vietnam era. Bill, John, and Seth all went on the trip previously and wanted to be here to show their support too.
It was the most amazing trip. I get emotional even now. It was awesome, just an awesome, awesome trip. I was so fortunate to be able to go with my three of us together.
When I came back from Vietnam, it was hard. That's all. It gave me closure. It made me feel good, that appreciated.
That's what Honor Flight is.
Yeah, it was an amazing feeling that you can't describe it. The hard work they put into this and what they do for us, this is something that every veteran should get.
The Patriot Guard riders are longtime supporters of our military. Greg Barrett, state captain of the PGR, explains why they continue to show up.
It's the heart and the soul of our organization, especially today with Honor Flight, to thank people for their service. It's our honor and privilege to come out and do that. These people deserve our utmost respect, and we are privileged to be here every single time.
Bradley International Airport made sure all the stops were pulled out for us, including therapy dogs and fresh coffee, and treats were waiting at the gate. Airport spokesperson Alyssa Sissick shares why they're honored to be a part of this.
It means a lot for us here at Bradley International Airport to host Honor Flight and to play a small part in ensuring that the veterans have a beautiful and memorable send-off.
The quicker we get on this plane, the quicker we get to DC and do what we got to do.
All 137 of us are headed to Breeze Airways. At 9:27 a.m., it was time to board the plane and head to Dulles Airport.
Let's go!
Me and Channel 3 photographer Mike Kopelman.
Good morning.
The Honor Flight teams with 65 veterans, 1 from World War II, 5 from the Korean conflict, and 59 Vietnam veterans. To break it down even further, 37 Army, 10 Navy, 11 Air Force, and 7 Marines. Once aboard the plane, it was a smooth ride to Dulles, or on the ground. They had something special waiting for the veterans before we even got off the plane.
Look out your windows. There's a nice water cannon salute for you. We appreciate you and all that you've done for our country.
At At the airport, a school band and groups of people welcomed the veterans as we boarded our buses to begin our day.
First stop, the World War II Memorial. How old are you?
102 and 4 months.
102-year-old decorated World War II Army veteran Lee Evers was able to join the trip with his grandson. We spent a lot of our day with them and got his reaction at his first time visiting this memorial.
I've been utterly transfixed, amazed, delighted. I feel like crying at all these people waving at me and smiling and grabbing me and the girls kissing me. It's unbelievable. I've never had an experience like this my whole life. I feel so special, like the 3 years I put in to help the country is minute compared to all this fervor and excitement. It's so beautiful. It's so overwhelming. It's a miraculous experience. I couldn't believe this would ever happen in my life. Never.
Thank you so much for your service.
You decided to, at 101 years old, write a book. What's the name of the book?
It's called The Bronx Boy in the War and the 9 Times I Almost Died. And I lost 6 friends. That always disturbs me to think they're gone. And today has been beautiful, just unbelievable. We had 14 million men in the U.S. Army in the war, in World War II. We lost 400,000 of them, sadly. But today, 100 years, 80 years later, to be honored this way is so beautiful. It makes me feel special, like it was worth the price I had to pay.
Can I hug you?
The most beautiful thing is being given affection and emotion because you're so desperate for it.
All right, you guys, say honor flight. 3, 2, 1.
Honor flight. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh, and that was just our first segment. Mike, how did you capture all of those shots? You were incredible.
There was a lot of running around, and I got a lot of help from a lot of people, including you, helping me carry the tripod and things like that.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
All right, stay with us as Mike and I take you to the next site. We went to the Korean conflict and Vietnam veteran memorials when Hello, Connecticut returns.